Well, hello, 7K new members, and let's get you started. It's called RightStart Training. I'm Bob Reed. Uh, I'm the top money owner in 7K. Nothing better than getting trained by the one that makes all the money, right? And and so I like to get everyone trained and started out right, and so you know what to expect and how to do it. Because if you're prepared, then you can actually achieve the goals that you want. So in getting started, the first thing I want to do is welcome you. And that's what your sponsor should have done. And instead of taking an individual walkthrough through your website and introduction and give you exactly what you need to do before you actually engage in the business, because you want to know what you're doing before you engage. And I want to share this one thing. I'm 75 years young. I'm a chemical engineer. I have a master's in business. I was a top-level corporate executive making a double six-figure income. I left that life in 1994. I started part-time network marketing in 91. I resigned that double six-figure income job to do network marketing full-time. And in my second company, I was making a six-figure income with my first, but in my second company, I joined it, and it isn't because the first company went out of business. It's a multi-billion-dollar company still today, but I knew I couldn't get to where I wanted to go with that company and in terms of income. And I got with the gold and silver company without a residual. And Richard Wayne Hanson, one of the co-founders of that business, was at the top of the computer in that company. And it set me up for life. We became debt-free, millions in the bank, and I had no worries, financial worries, for the rest of my life. And I was at home with my children in their formative years as they were going into teenagers. And that is one of the greatest advantages of network marketing. You get to be at home with your family. The system I have, and I want to make sure you get it, everyone can go to my YouTube channel. That's Bob Reed, R-E-I-D, space 7K Metals. You can search for me. You'll find it. I suggest you subscribe to it if you're not in my team. If you're in my team, we have individual teams that we collectively put people together with so that you get all up to speed with what's going on. So with that said, I am going to introduce everyone to my system real quick. And Tina, I want to introduce this to you if you haven't been introduced to it already. It's real quick, but I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to ask you a question or two as we do this. But what you're going to see on the screen right now is my system. It's 7 pieces of paper, believe it or not. And that's really what this is all about, is 7 pieces of paper. And anything you do in life, you've got to learn. It doesn't matter if you're going to be an electrician, a teacher, a welder, a pizza maker. It doesn't matter, lawyer, doctor, engineer. Whatever we do in life, we must first learn. And so that's all it is with a good network marketing company, right place, right time, right products, right market. Now that's essential, but you can, with any good network marketing company, you can have success. But let's get to where you can have a residual income and create a legacy. And that's finding the right company at the right time, at the right market, and a right time of joining that company. And that's what you have with 7K Metals. It's completely founded. It's one of the fastest growing companies in the country, and the products are God's money, sound money, gold and silver. Everybody needs it, especially in these economic times. So let's just say the difference between everything else you do in life, a job, or even owning your own business, that's linear income. Here, what you're going to get is where you have an income based on a little bit of your efforts and a whole bunch, the majority of it, based on others' efforts. But it's a little bit of everyone's efforts that compounds and makes that residual income, and you will learn these facts. But I ask you to commit 2 years of your life to learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques. And there are specific skills, attitudes, and techniques you must learn, and then apply them with your company for 3 to 5 years to build a huge, big residual income. And with 7K metals, I mean, we're talking about building an income of $500 extra a week to $12,500 a week. That's worth learning how. Now, if that's not worth learning how to you, then you can be just a customer or just a part-time. I'll see if it works, but you will get left behind. Okay. So just kind of think about this, read this piece of paper. And then what I ask you to do is make 5 to 10 hours. Some people are very, very busy. They're working a big corporate job like I did, but I squeezed in the time in the cracks of the day. I did what was necessary, and that's all I asked you to do. And so you're going to commit like the hog commits to our breakfast, by the way, not the stupid chicken. Okay, they just contribute. What you're going to do is make that commitment of 10 hours for 2 years, and you're going to buy your coin every month to keep active. If you don't keep active, you can't make money. You can't understand how this works. You can't understand how residual works. So you're buying a product of wealth, and we're going to see how you get tax benefit. You're going to expose this business, this opportunity, to 5 people a day, 5 days a week. And if this takes you longer than 30 minutes, you're doing it wrong. So see, that's what I'm talking about. And we'll teach you how. I'll teach you every technique to do just what I just said. But you're going to go through your circle of influence, and we're going to build a pipeline. Now, we're going to come back. Now, what your real job is, you will watch, and that's what we're going to do today in homework. You will watch a video a day, one a day, for 2 years, 5 days a week. Now, that's where most of your time is, right there. So see, you're learning, but you get to earn while you learn, and you're going to attend a personal meeting or a group meeting or a team meeting or training at least once a week. Now, that's about an hour. Okay, so you see right now how we can build up our 10 hours, but you schedule it. And you got to treat it like big business. You got to treat it like Millionaires 101. You got to treat it like you're getting a master's degree and you're going to get a $50,000 year raise after you complete your 2 years of part-time school. Well, if you treat it this way, you will be rewarded that way. And so I'm going to ask you to make a list of 100 people. It's right here in your phone. So go to contacts, scroll down to the bottom. You'll see how many contacts you got in your list. Many of you have 500. Some of you have 2,000, like I did. Okay. So what we're going to do is that's your job description. And then this is you. You're going to start out here with you. There's nobody on your left, nobody on your right. But the key is you're going to have a left team and you have a right team. And you see, all of this is not you. You will not do all of this, because these people have a left and right team. And so you're going to see leverage happening real quick in the first beginnings of your business that you never saw before, because everything that happens in this left team, any product that's bought for points, any new memberships that are purchased, any renewals that are done, all those points come up to your counter on the left side. Same thing on the right side. And you'll learn that when you have 250 points on one side, 250 points on the other side, you're going to get a $250 check if you're active. Active meaning you bought your coin, your autosaver. So you're going to learn what this power of duplication will result in, exponential growth. And if it takes you 12 years with you getting one on your left and one on your right, and then everybody else is only half as good as you. In other words, they only get one. And so you got a team of 4, 2 on the left, 2 on the right after 2 years. And you got a team of 8 after 3 years. And you get 4,000 people in your team with 2,000 on the left and 2,000 on the right. Well, let's look at this. Let's just look and see if 2,000 people are just buying a 20-point coin every month. That's 20 times 2,000. That's 40,000 points. Well, they don't buy it on the same day. There's 5 days in a week that they buy it, and they just choose different people, different days. So just divide 4 into 40,000. That's 10,000 points coming up every week. So see, if it took you 12 years, you want to persevere to get that. So you can learn what the power of exponential expansion is about. Well, I did that in 12 weeks. That's 5,000 people the first time. Well, I did it in weeks. You can do it in days. You can do it in weeks. You can do it in years. You can do it in quarters. You can do it in half years. But that's the key. Is this industry? You can start a business for under $1,000. You can keep your business open by buying a product, being active. And what better product than buying a product of wealth that gains value with time? And it's a proven fact. Now, we've been in business for 5 years, and we'll get to show you that. So there's no sense saying, well, I can buy this product there and I can buy this product. If you do all that, you're just shutting yourself out of your business because it's working for everybody else. Okay, so that's part of attitude. And so you've got to work on your attitude every day. If I have to, I know you have to. And I'm pretty successful with this. And I still have to do this. I've got it sitting right here at my office right now. But I want you to put this in your bathroom mirror and on your refrigerator door. Print it out and put it up. Read it when you start your day off. And I recommend you take the Bible and you just open it up and start reading, read 15 minutes there. So see, I gave you all your homework. Why? Because all leadership principles come from that book. Every motivational speaker, every leader will tell you that. And then what you're going to do in doing this is you're going to develop these 3 beliefs over this 2-year period. Some people do this in 6 weeks. Some people do it in 6 months. Some people take a whole 2 years to do it. But it doesn't matter. When you believe in the profession like I do of member direct marketing, what we're doing, no, we're not doing multi-level marketing. We're doing member direct one. This company is changing this industry. They're the leader. They're the forefront. They're like the Amazon of gold and silver. Amazon changed the whole retail world, and everybody laughed at them in the beginning. Well, that's what's happening with 7K Metals. And you're going to be part of a multi-billion-dollar global giant. So when you believe in the business building system that I have and that you can duplicate and everybody can duplicate, then you can succeed with it. And so it's the system that 7K provides us and augmented with the system that I provide you. So I build on top of what they provide for us. And so it's the combination. And then when you believe in the fact that you can do what I'm telling you, when you actually believe that, that's when you're going to succeed. Now, let's get you started, and let's get you started right. I want you to go to your website, and I want you to go to, and the way to go to your website, by the way, is you go to your 7kmetals.com/your username. Okay, so log in, go to your website, and I'm going to show my screen as you, but I want you to be doing this as you're watching and hearing this video. I want you on your computer going through and doing this with me. Okay, so you should be listening to this maybe on your phone or an iPad or some other device as we're doing this. And so once you get to your website, it's going to look something just like this. Okay, this is your front page of website, and you'll see mine is 7kmetals.com/Bob. Well, I recommend that you make your username as short as possible. You've already done that because you've already enrolled. So we can see if we can change it, but it's not necessary. If you got a very common name like mine, Bob, see, I got mine early. So only one address like that can be in the world because this is your company ID. Now, what I want you to do, this is your homework now, and you won't be able to do it as we doing this, but what I want you to do is I want you to scroll down that first page, and I want you to click on Save, Share, and Earn. These are 3 videos that take about 3 minutes and 30 seconds total. Watch them because you need to know everything that's on your website. Scroll down further, read everything that's on it, know where these links go to by clicking on them. So you need to be familiar with your e-commerce site. This is a fully functional e-commerce site, by the way. Now, at the bottom down here, you're going to see a series of about 12, 13 questions. You just did. I want you to read them, and then I want you in your mind to see if you can answer it, but just click on it and see what short, real answers are. The reason I want you to be familiar with every one of these questions, because as you're talking and introducing this to people, as we teach you, these are some of the questions that people are going to ask. And when you learn how to handle questions are normally objections or interest. And so when you learn that these questions are the simplest ones, and you don't give them the answer, even though you know it, you say, great question. Hey, log into that website I have, that link that I gave you, scroll down the bottom, there's that. You just asked that question, great question. Click on it, bingo. Let the tool answer the question, okay? Now you're gonna get a lot more about how to handle objections later. So I want you to scroll back up to the top of the website. Now, one of the things you're going to do is you're going to look into the product section. Now, this is a product section as a buyer is looking. They're not a member, but they can buy products here, okay? But they get it at a different price than you do as a member, and that's one of the benefits of being a member of 7K. You get these selected great products, numismatic products, and bullion and jewelry. You get products at dealer direct cost, instead of getting it at retail price or a marked down retail price. And so if one later, I want you to be able to, as a guest, I want you to add one of these products to your cart, like that one, and it would be like and you're going to go to checkout, just like I did here, and then you're going to say you're a guest checkout. Even though you're a member, I want you to see how this is done, and you check out as a guest, and you will see that there are 2 prices here, member price and the price they're buying at. Now, if they buy and that product has a point associated, you're going to get credit. You're also going to get a retail profit check in your center for those running other storefront businesses. They get to augment, add a new product line to their business. More about that later in the training of how we do in business. This is real quick introduction to your whole website. Now, that's part of how retail customers can become members, because they see that price difference. They don't want to pay that price difference. They'll go up and click on Get Started, and that's what our Get Started link is. And this is what you did. And what we're going to do is we're not going to go through it, but as you see, a new member gets a chance for the first time to buy at great prices that they'll never get again, any of these products that are in here. It's a one-time offer to a new member. Now, many members don't know that, and they bypass that. They'll see some of these same products in their back office or for sale, but they won't get them at these prices, okay? But that's a one-time thing. The real key is you can click through and do a fake order, okay? And just say, no, thank you. And the reason I want you to do that is I want you to understand that when a member is signing up on your website, this is how they link them to you automatically. So you don't have to do anything but provide them your website link. Now, you will see that I am the sponsor. So whenever you're enrolling someone, there is somewhere else, they're not physically there in the same spot with you, then you just tell them, make sure my name, whatever your name is, shows up in that sponsor block. If it doesn't, quit, start over again, give me a call. Do not enroll, because they'll be enrolling under someone else. And then that's very tough to get changed if we don't catch it soon. But if you notice, what they're going to do is where shipping address becomes their name, okay? Name of where it's going to be, and it's also the name of their enrollment, okay? And so you will also see that in terms of country, we have other countries that we're open in. We're open in Ireland, we're open in the UK, we're open in Singapore, we're open in Canada, we're open in Australia and New Zealand. And one just needs to click on the flag there and then pick their country, and then they enroll, okay? So we're going to go back to the US. The reason I want to go back to the US and to get started real quick is to show you one other thing, and then we're going to go to work after a little bit more of info. And I want you to understand that we're also open in other places you might not stay, not just the 50 states, but we're open in the Federated States of Micronesia. We're open in Puerto Rico. We're open in the Virgin Islands. We're open in Guam. And so they're in the protectorates of the US. We're already open. So this is how you find out where we open, right here. And you can just do that yourself, or you can write support@7kmetals.com. So that's what our customer service is there for. Now, let's go back up, and I'm going to go back to the main page again. And you just click on the 7K, brings us back to the main page. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, if you notice, I've got my name, my phone number, my email. And you also have some links down here. The policies and procedures are here. And that is very important for you. If you want to know where it's at, you can click on that and download the PDF. Also, I want to bring to your attention that we're a AAA Better Business Bureau rated company. So you talk about validity, and we're an authorized dealer of NGC, one of the largest coin rating, oldest coin rating companies in the world, PCSG and NGC. So just points that you need to know and be familiar with from the beginning. Now you see FAQ. This is part of your homework. I've been giving you some homework about knowing everything about your website, but this is one of your first things. And you can do it within the course of the context of watching videos and reading, but you need to read every question and read every answer in this FAQ. It's going to solve a lot of your questions. So this is familiarization. You need to be familiar with this. And same thing, you need to be familiar with the questions. So if you have people asking you questions, you know where they're located, and you can just tell them to go to the website, click on, because a customer can see this too. Then, now let's get started. I want you to log in. And so what you'll do is you'll click on login. You'll put your username. You can do username or email, but your username is your identity with the company. And it's that last segment at the end of your website. Now, Tina, for yours, it's Utah Liberty Gold. And so you'd type in Utah Liberty Gold. We'd log into it, and it's going to bring you now to the links in your back office. We have our dashboard, profile, Sound Money Wallet, order here. You'll see the title and the links. And what the first thing I want you to click on is profile, because we want to get you set up properly in your website. Okay. Now, you can add a picture like I've added myself, or an avatar, or an emblem, or a logo of your company that you have, whatever. You can add it right here. And it's this profile is going to tell you a lot of things later, but it's going to tell you what your rank is. It's going to tell you how many days active you are. As you see, I've been active now for 11 days. So I've got 21 days of activity left. We're active for 32 days after we purchase our autosaver coin, or we enroll someone. Starts our activity all over again. We do something that creates 15 points or more ourselves. Anything we do that creates 15 points or more, enrolling someone or the purchasing a product that has points to it, then that will make us active, and that activity starts. It tells you who your sponsor is, and it tells you what your website name. And here's where you can edit it, and you can change that name if you want. And if you think it, but you could try, like for yours, you could try Tina, because I see that's an unusual way of spelling Tina. And so that might be available. And so you just X out that, type in Tina, save changes. And if Tina's available, it is. If it's unavailable, then you might want to stick with what you got, or find something that you really like. But I tell people all the time that I did never mind, so it's not going to change. It stayed by my username as Bob, okay, in my website. Now, what I want you to do, though, is I want you to verify your phone number, and I want you to make sure it's correct. If it's not correct, you click on edit, you change your phone number. But even if it's correct, you click on edit. I want you to click on this little check mark here and make it be blue like that, and then save changes, because this is going to show it, display it at the bottom of the website. So we're going to do that for your phone number. We're going to do that for your email address also. That way it displays it at the bottom. People know how to get in contact. Your support team, the people you're working with, doing 3 ways, people who need to contact you in your team, they can contact you because they know your username. But personal information is not automatically displayed by the company. That is a personal choice. And so you have to make that choice. And we tell everybody in our team to do that, to display your name. So you don't have to worry about putting in your tax code or anything. You only have to do that when you make your first check. And I tell people, just wait, do that when you're asked to do it by the company, and you're asked to electronically sign the associate agreement. Right now, you're just a member. Then you can add additional pay methods, and you can also change where you're going to ship your product. The one that's at the top becomes the default. In mine, I just always have mine. But in another account, I have like 5 addresses in that account. And I just choose where I want to have things shipped in those addresses. And then here's the thing that I want you to do. In genealogy settings, this is where people are going to show up that enroll on your site, and you place left or right, and you're the personal sponsor. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have this use holding tank option checked. So people show up in your holding tank and you place them. Otherwise, if you don't have that checked, you have it like this, whatever is chosen, left or right, the computer will keep placing them over there all the time. And you don't want that. What you want to do is have that option to place them either left or write yourself. But if you don't place them, whatever you choose here, like mine are going to go to my outside right. So if I don't place them within 36 hours or before 12 midnight on Saturday, that's as long as a person can stay in a holding tank, then the computer will automatically place them. And then we have a computer run. Well, it tells you that right here in the holding tank. The next thing now, when a person is enrolled, you're going to get an email saying you have a person that just enrolled. And then it'll tell you that you need to place them. Well, you'll come log in, you'll go to your holding tank, their name will be right here, Bob Reed. And then there'll be a left button and a right button right beside it. So be very careful. Don't put your cursor over the side that you want them placed on, click, their name would disappear. But what I tell people to do is their email is right there. Capture that email, put them in your contacts because you sponsored them. If you don't have it, capture it and put it in your contact list. Okay? And so now you have what you need to do in the profile. So let's get started. Now you've got your everything set up properly for you. Let's go back to my account. You click on my account, and now we're going to go through real quick what some of these links are to show you where things are, and then we're going to get you started with your training and the setup of your website. First of all, your dashboard is going to tell you, it's going to tell you where your 7K Advantage and how you can enroll. And I do want you, right now you see mine has a member ID. Yours won't have it. You're brand new. You'll need to set that up. And so you click on Start Saving, and it's going to take you to the 7K Advantage website. And then when you click on Start Saving, it's going to produce your ID number. You will copy and paste this number right there. You'll go to the 7kadvantage.com website. You'll click to start a new account. You won't log in because you don't have an account established. So you'll set up a new account and you'll use that ID of yours to set up your 7K Advantage savings site. That's how you do that. Same thing with your stack and sell. There'll be a code here. We'll talk about that later. These are later things that you will do. We don't want you to, set these up right now. We want you to get enrolled, then you come back and set these up. Okay, this is going to tell you your team, how many people you personally enroll that are active, how many people on the left side and right side, and it's going to tell you how many points. Points are dollars here if you're in the US. So even me, I've got $2 million in commissions in my bank on my left side. And believe me, I never in my life thought I would have $2 million in bank when I started this company. And it's because I have teams that are exploding. And so, yeah, I make a $7,000 check each and every week. And you say, well, you don't have 7,000 points here in week with a week of the 8th and a week of the 21st. Yeah, but I got 5.5 years here and I got renewals coming every month. And then I got new business on that team that's growing. And every week it goes to, 15,000, 20,000. And so I need to rank up. Okay, that's what I need. Well, this is going to keep score for you. And it's going to tell you how many people on that left team are buying that autosaver and how many points are expected to come up from those purchases during that week. That's a good thing. And later you're going to find out. Go back to my account. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to order history, and you should have one thing in your order history. It's going to have your purchase of your membership. Now, if you purchase other products, that'll be there too. But this is your bookkeeping. It keeps all your tax records for you. not only commissions, but it keeps your purchases. And you can see I've purchased some more tickets for the New Orleans convention, but you can print this out, or you could keep it electronically or print wise, or do what you would like. But what we're going to do is go back to this order history, and that's all that is. And you keep a track, you get to check. And I tell people all the time, there's a couple of things that you check daily: your dashboard, your profile, because you want to check your holding tank, your Sound Money wallet, and your order history. Okay. So if you're checking that daily and before you go to bed, how long does it take to check? Just a couple of seconds, not long. Okay. Now your commission earnings, it's going to tell you what you've earned. So it keeps track of your commission's earnings. Yeah, you're right. I told you I made $7,000 a week every week. That's just the way it is. Okay. And so your commission points, though, this is how you can check what's coming up and who did it. In other words, it's going to tell you on your right side the name of what they did and what is happening. Like these people got credits. Okay. Maybe they didn't want that account or that purchase, and they went and got credit for it. Okay. But these people wanted it. Okay. These people bought, that person turned in 15 points. So you get your pluses and your minuses here. And that's what that means. Somebody got credit, they misordered, clicked on something, and they caught it real quick before it hopefully got shipped. Otherwise, they still have to pay the shipping if they made that mistake and it got shipped. Okay. That's commission points. Go back to my account. Now you're seeing how we navigate. Now, loyalty points is every time you buy a product each month in your autosaver program, you're going to get 30 loyalty points. Loyalty points are things that you get free silver. And so you can accumulate points and turn them in like green stamps or like airline mileage, except you get free silver products. And they change this all the time. They have many products that start at 600 points, but they just got robbed of their bank, their food store. I know, because I was shopping in it the other day, and I started to make a free purchase, and I missed out on it. But that's what loyalty points are all about. You're going to learn more about those in the comp plan later. Okay, events. When they have events are coming up, but this is also the corporate Zoom call. You can join just by logging in, clicking on join the call, and it take you into that Zoom. You're also going to get an email with a Zoom link about the corporate call. They will put you on the corporate email list about the Zoom and other information that corporate wants to get to the membership. Go back to my account. We're just going through the different links before I take you into training. And then the next thing I want to do is I want to show you your Downline Explorer. Now, if you've got a premium membership, in which I hope that you have, that's $4.99. That's how you start your business. It opens up everything for you. If you're a $1.99 membership, you're just a customer. You're going to be paying fees for tools you need. And hopefully that was explained to you beforehand, but you can upgrade. But you can click on this. It's going to show you all your downline, who you personally sponsor, a whole bunch of questions. I have so many, it takes a while for mine to load up. I'm not going to do it, but we have specific training on the Downline Explorer, which you will get that later. You don't need that right now in setting your business up. I just want to show you where it is and what it is. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to show you is your links. Okay. And this is where you will have your wealth strategies video and your PowerPoint, your PDF, your Keynote. You can download those right now and put them on your computer. You will use these. So whatever you use, either Keynote or PowerPoint, you want to get those down, and you want to get the PDF down of your wealth strategies. Also, this is the video, and I want to make sure you watch it. And there's a link on there that's a share link, and you want to be able to pull that share link off, copy and paste it, and keep it. Okay. Now, this is, share the opportunity. Well, we'll click on open a video, and what that's going to do is open up that wealth strategies video that we were just talking about, and there it is. And you see the share button right there, and you can get the link right there. Okay, so I'm going to go back to our list here, and then let's look at the next one. Now, we're doing Zoom 7K. This is another benefit. You can get a special member price for a almost like a corporate account, and it's better than paying for the pro. And but in the beginning, if you're not doing team Zooms and trainings, then you can get a free account and you don't have to pay for it. But if you want one with unlimited time and that you can build and work and you don't have to worry about getting cut off, well, you get a special price with 7K as a member price, and it's better than paying for the pro account, and you get. Now, if you need healthcare plans, a lot of people join 7K to get the healthcare benefits. They have the best coverage at the lowest cost for individuals and family, and they also have group plans for small businesses of 2 or more. Now, how you find out about that is you just click on the links here. It'll take you to the 7K Health website. They got great customer service people, answer all your questions, because we're not selling health insurance, but you do get credit and you do get points for it when someone enrolls. And it's better than Blue Cross Blue Shield, Aetna, Humana, same coverage nationwide, same doctors, same hospitals, same emergencies, everything. You can check all that out, except you get better coverage at a much lower price. Some people save $500 to $900 a month on their hair coverage by becoming a member here and getting their healthcare coverage through 7K. It's just we got like a big employer benefit. That's all. Okay. And so there's the group plans. And if you you want to roll over an IRA into gold and silver, many people offer gold and silver IRAs out there. We work with New Directions, 7K does. And what it really means is you get more gold and silver. Now, rolling over IRAs is difficult because whoever you have it with, they don't want to release your funds. They want to keep them where they're at because they're making money off. Okay, so this is all a benefit and a choice. Has nothing to do. No one, I make no money off of anybody else in this. These are all benefits of membership. Then here's the income disclosure. You'll learn that you need it, but there's the PDF on it. You can download it and keep it yourself. Go back to my account. I know I'm going fast, but we need to because there's a lot here, okay? Your job is to come do this later on your own with your own computer using this video. And by the way, you can pause it as you're doing it, and you can look at the number of where the video is at. So if you got to go and leave and come back 2 hours later or the next day, you can fast forward through this video and start at the point you left off. Just make a note of what time footage that you were at. Okay, let's start getting set up now. Some of the 2 most important things that you noticed that I left off were Sound Money Wallet and the autosaver. So let's get our autosaver set. And so if you added one when you were enrolling, and I hope you did, that's fine. But what we're going to do is we're going to reset an autosaver, and we're going to make sure you're active. You're about to enroll people, and we're going to show you that when you enroll someone, it starts your activity all over again. you're at 0 days again. So let's say you enroll someone today and you signed up last week or 2 days ago or 3 days ago or yesterday. Okay. So your autosaver is going to be set either on the 1st or the 15th by the company. Okay. And that's the only 2 dates they set it on. The furthest one from the date you set it on. So we want to come in and change that to you're not buying a coin right after you signed up. So we want to put it the furthest date and keep you active. So let's say you signed up yesterday. Okay. So if you signed up yesterday, they're going to have your autosaver set for the 1st. Okay. And that's good. But let's say you signed up on the 14th. Then your autosaver would still be the 1st. But you're going to enroll people today. Okay. So I would have you set your autosaver. If you signed up on the 14th, they set it for the 1st. We're going to change that. How do you change it? Whatever you're getting, either the animal, the eagle, the 7 pillars, or the gold state animal, whatever you're getting, just come in here, click on this, set it for the 8th. Let's set it for the 8th. Now, I'm not going to do it here because it's the 6th, but I'm going to just show you how to do it. You click add. Now you got 2 of them up here. You got one for the 8th, one for the 26th. You delete this one, and now you only have 1 coin. That's your order. And if you had signed up today and you're going to sign up somebody more, you'd wait until after the 8th goes by. Then you change it from the 1st to the 8th. Okay. So mine is set up on the 26th. So I'm going to change mine back to the 26th. I just want to set that example of how you change the date on your autosaver. And I still kept the same product. I could have done it with I could have changed products too. And I just changed the date and delete the old one. Okay. That's how we set our autosaver. Make sure you set your autosaver now as you're doing your setup. And then as we progress, you'll be able to change it. So just go back to my account and then go to Sound Money Wallet. Now my Sound Money Wallet is set up already. Okay. And I've got like 4 accounts. Okay. Between my wife and I and our accounts. Now I don't keep all the money in one account. And so this is what you're going to be able to set up your Sound Money Wallet. You're going to have a thing that says learn, and you're going to click on this button when you get ready to set up your Sound Money Wallet. That comes later. That's not right now. I don't want you setting that up right now. Okay. I want you to go through the onboarding training and some training. We'll get to the point where you set up your Sound Money Wallet. But these are the things you need to do before you do set it up. I want you to read all these FAQs. They're all real short. They're not long, but your job is to read these. And then your job is to watch this little video by our CEO and Josh Anderson, a co-founder, telling you about Sound Money Wallet and why you need to open yours up. Okay. Now we're going to close this window. We're going to go back to my account again. And I wanted to show you the learn part because we have separate videos on how to set up your Sound Money Wallet and get it going. Okay. And if you have a problem, that's where you call your support group. Okay. So you're going to have 2 or 3 people in your support group that you work with, and you call them in that order because they're the ones that are supposed to be giving you that help and assistance. And so let's go now to training. We finally got there. Okay. You're going to click and you're going to launch training. It's going to take you to your training center. Now, if a person has a $199 membership, they're going to have limited training back here. They're not going to get all that's available to the business builder, to the person who's building and their business. First thing I want to show you, though, is there are other things here in the training center, but I want to show you this file vault, because the file vault is an important place to get all pre-approved and of logos and Facebook covers and skins and FedEx delivery manager instructions. Also the member benefits graph, the share plan, the one page, the PDF, the one page, beautiful cover graphics and things, wealth strategies, PDFs, and this is your download center for all your tools and all the things that the company provides. So remember that, and let's just take share plan, for example. You click on share plan and you can get the one-page share plan, or you can get the share plan in detail, and I recommend you get both of those, okay? And when you click on it like that, it's going to give you the download. It's going to download like mine's downloaded right here, and when you open that download up, you're going to see that one-page share plan, okay? I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to click right there at that training center or the home, either one, going to take us back to the main center of the training center. And we're going to click on the start training button. Now, here's your list. So start taking your list. What you want to do, the very first thing you want to do is watch this onboarding video. That's going to take you about 20 minutes. Okay, that's going to introduce you to 7K, by the management of 7K. And it's going to introduce you to that. Then I want you next to watch Quick Start Training. That's 17 minutes. They tell you how many minutes these are. So number one, onboarded, then Quick Start. Okay, after you've watched that, then I want you, if you haven't already watched the Wealth Strategies video, and it's only 17 minutes, by the way, I want you to watch the Wealth Strategies video. You notice all these check marks on mine? And these are all been updated and new. That means I've done everything here. And if me, the top earner in the company, does this, I think you should too if you want to make 500 a week. And so this is the key. The method is duplication. And so what you're going to do is you're going to watch the Wealth Strategies. That's only 17 minutes, but that's what we share with people. We share either Y7K or Wealth Strategy, two main videos. Now, these are the corporate update Zooms. I make nearly all the Zooms. I don't have a need, because I don't miss them, I don't have a need to watch them here. But all of them are recorded and placed in this filing cabinet right here. Then, once you have done that, you'll notice buyer certification and collector certification. If you have so many questions about gold and silver, and that's blocking you from starting this business, then you need to watch these two ahead of time, because you need to learn about them. But you don't have to learn about gold and silver. If you know that everybody needs to own it, it all makes common sense to you, then you can learn this as you go. And you go straight to Business Builders Academy, okay? And you start, this is the company's trade. So a lot of what I used to train is now included in the company's training. So when you click on this, you're going to get blocks of training. And it's not something you can just play and it'll give you a check mark. You're going to have to answer some questions. They're going to make sure you're paying attention. Otherwise, you're not going to get a check mark that you complete. Notice all mine are complete. So notice it comes in segments. So, and it'll know where you left off. So all you do is come back and pick up where you left off. And then I'm going to return to courses. And there's one other thing. So when you are ready, you don't have to complete all that training to get started. We're going to start with those that are ready ahead of time, especially with our friends and family. We're going to give them first chance to say no. And that's okay, because you're going to have help with your support group to introduce it to them. That's not something you're going to be doing all by yourself. And so you're going to be learning in that process too. Now, if you notice here, this is website walkthrough, okay? So I want you to know, and I want you to go through this too, simultaneously with the business builders training. Sometimes I have people just go through this because it doesn't take too long, but I have given you this. That's what I've just done, a website walkthrough with you. But this is your own tutor. If now from here on out, your job is to come here if you can't remember where what is and what it does, because these are very short, quick, highly professionally done website in whatever you need to ask about. The dashboard, what's it tell you? What's it do? What's sharing option? What's onboard training? What's the hamburger menu? The hamburger menu is those 3 little lines on your phone for your menu or certain other smart devices. We used to have it in the website. We don't. We now have a complete menu that comes up. Your autosaver, downline explorer, loyalty points, all those things, they're right here, and it tells you exactly what they do and how to navigate. But here's the most important ones and why I want to bring you here. Before you set your Sound Money Wallet up, after you watch those questions in that video in the Sound Money Wallet, which I showed you, you come here, you watch 6 and 7. This tells you how to set it up and how to deal with it. Okay, there's the key right there. Okay, now I'm going to return to courses. After you get your Sound Money Wallet set up or doing that process, there's one other thing that I want you to do for you business builders. It's called the 7K Wealth System. So went back to courses, and you'll see this is 19 minutes long. And this is that app we put on our phone that we can send videos, and I have a lot of training on, but it's that one that's 7K, the dark blue or black with the white 7K logo in it. And that's what you're going to download and put in your phone. But watch this first. Introduces it to you, tells you what to do, how to do it. And then I've got a complete training to how to set it up properly, how to use that tool effectively and track everything you're doing. And that's all linked to you, which is a powerful tool. Most other companies charge $29.95 a month to $39.95 a month to get a tool similar to this, but not as effective. And you got it free with your $4.99 membership. Okay, so now you got your homework. You got everything set to do. And so let's get started. And we're going to see you on the beaches of the world. And we're going to get this business kicked off tonight. Have a great, great day, and welcome to 7K. Welcome to the opportunity of your lifetime. And I can't wait to help you sponsor your first person or your first person, your team leader that you're working with. Thank you and have a great time.